Hey guys, welcome to Cult Fiction. We are doing our New Year's episode. We had a horrible technical malfunction last time, so this is actually the second time we're shooting this. But I think we're all going to stick with the same picks. We're going to talk about what our favorite thing was this year, for the whole year, whether it's a movie or a game or whatever. And then we're going to talk about what we're most looking forward to in 2025. And then we're going to talk about our least favorite or our most disappointing endeavor of the year. So we have to not all pick Acolyte. That's the
Okay.
okay.
Ooh.
All
I'm
right.
gonna let
So
you guys have that one. I got
all
something else.
right. Okay.
Okay,
Very
great.
good.
Wow,
Okay.
that
So
was my pick. I don't know what to do now.
we can have one person stick with it. So Alex can stick with it, but otherwise we're just all gonna pick
And
that.
the
So
the best pick today gets a free entree from Texas Roadhouse.
very good.
I'll
Very
take
good.
it. I'll
Yeah,
take
I'll
it.
I'll
sure.
take
So let's start with favorites. I want to start. I want to get mine out because I thought it was great. Rebel Ridge, very cool movie. But the most important thing about and one of the reasons it was my favorite is that Aaron Pierre is a guy that I had never really seen before. I know he'd done a couple of things before, but I was
Mhm.
so impressed by this guy. And Eric told me that he has already been cast as the new Green Lantern, which just
Yeah, he's going to be one of the Green
Nice.
Lanterns, so
that
I'm
makes
very
me
excited about that.
excited for the
Because when we
DCU
were
for the
when
first
we
time in
were
a long
talking
time.
about the when we were talking about that movie, I said all I could think about was how great of a John Stewart Green Lantern he would be. And then it
Totally.
happened and I was like, "Oh my
Exactly.
God."
He's amazing. So I'm
And don't
super looking
forget though,
forward to that guy.
we only got him because he was a last minute stand-in too. Like
Which is
that's
Yeah,
which is
Right.
amazing. Like how
so
could you
cool.
right.
not
Yeah.
take that guy first? But a cool flick overall if you haven't seen Rebel Ridge yet. Very, slow burn, suspensey kind of thing going on. I really, really enjoyed it. That was my favorite of the year. I've also Hades 2. I just have to throw a quick shout out to Hades 2. Early access came out this year. Sequel to the one of the best video games ever made, Hades. So, all right, and then we'll go to Bueller. What do you say, sir?
So my favorite moment of the entire year was Gambit riding Wolverine and charging his claws in X-Men 97.
On his back. On his back.
What did I say?
No, no, no. You just said writing, and you never know.
Oh yeah.
He was
Yeah,
writing.
to clarify, he was
Pretty
riding his
graphic.
back like Yoda on Luke, and he charged up his claws, and that was my favorite moment. But as far as full shows go, Fallout and Penguin are both right up there,
Wow.
dude. Fallout and Penguin were both phenomenal shows. I can't wait to see more
Definitely.
Fallout, and to see what happens with the Penguin universe. And then I know Eric's going to take this one, so I'll let him have it. So I'm going to stick with Fallout and Penguin for my favorites. Uh, loved them both. They were great,
Dude, Colin Farrell and Penguin though,
dude.
Yeah.
just amazing. That guy's
I
got
was saying,
chops. He's got chops. All right,
I
Alex.
think he really showed huge range on that, man. I mean,
He
he's had range
did.
before, but damn, that was
That
impressive.
was really, really good. Alex, what do you got?
I mean, I'm kind of cheated a little bit because there's two things that I'm like. One of them is probably my favorite thing, but the other one is probably the best thing. Where it's like my favorite thing was Late Night with the Devil
Hmm.
because I really
Great.
like horror movies, but they all are terrible. And it's like you have to go through so much crap just to get one decent
Yeah,
movie. And then sometimes you get one that's pretty good, and then you have one that you can recommend. And this is the one that I can recommend to pretty much anybody.
So
And
cool,
I don't
so
know how to
cool.
pronounce the guy's name. David Dastmalchian. Is that his name? I don't
Yeah,
know.
that's you nailed it, nailed it.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's got one of those faces. Everybody recognizes him.
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
you'll know
It's
him if
like
you see
he's
him.
San
usually
Diego
playing
Comic
low
Con guy.
key, creepy roles. But here he's a straight man. But it's like it's so fascinating because at no point in time does it ever break this illusion that you're watching a cheesy late night 1978 talk show. But it works. It works perfectly. And for me, that's probably my favorite thing. But if I had to judge something on its own merits, as far as I think this is the best thing to come out in 2024, that's a little seen in a movie called Thelma, which was like so good. It's just about an
That movie
80-year-old
was
woman.
that movie was great.
It was
That movie was
friggin'
great.
great. And
That
it
was a
has so
great
many
movie.
great people in it too that you probably don't know. It's like Parker Posey is in it, she's hilarious.
Mm.
Clark Gregg is in it, and he's hilarious. And it's just sort of like the whole premise is just an 80-year-old woman doing a mission impossible.
Is it
And
is it a comedy?
yeah, it's a
Yeah,
comedy.
Yeah,
was
it's
hot.
it is charming as hell, sir. It is
Right.
so good. It's so good.
And it was Richard Roundtree's final run before he died. Shaft
Oh,
himself.
Okay.
Yeah.
It was just yeah. And but all around the movie is superb. It's got great characters, and it's not one of those movies where it creates characters solely for you to either dislike or they make mistakes just for their script, just to pursue the plot. All of these characters are real people.
Right.
So anyway,
Alex
that's
really
my
showing off the breadth of his preferences here with like a horror movie and then like a charming family feature.
it's true, yeah.
A
I have a
range,
wide range of artistic
wide
creations.
range.
But
Eric. Oh, what?
Oh,
What?
yeah, what else was Alex gonna say?
What were you
that's
gonna
it.
say? That's it? All right, he's done.
Oh, good.
So,
Okay,
Eric,
I was done with you anyway.
your favorites.
So Lioness is mine. Was that what you were gonna say, Bueller?
Fantastic.
No, I haven't watched Lioness yet.
Oh, what's the one that you said I was gonna say?
I was just gonna give you Deadpool and Wolverine.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, Deadpool Wolverine. I think, for a lot of us that's what it is, I think I said in the podcast that we lost that you can't really you can't really drill down on the story too much, It's not
But as
the
far as
greatest, but
enjoyability, like
it's
if you're a
just
comic
fun.
book fan, it was
Yeah, it's just fun. But so Lioness, that, and then for game, I think I mentioned Marvel Rivals. I'm
Yeah.
not playing it personally. My son's playing it
it's
like
blowing up.
crazy.
That game is
Yeah.
blowing up.
Yeah,
It's
I went
blowing up
to.
right now.
I didn't know it was free to play until we talked about it. So I went to go download it on my son's computer. That's supposed to have a ton of memory, and there's not a lot of memory left on it. So I was like, well, I'll download it on my Mac, and you can't play it on a Mac. So I get to
Mm.
not enjoy Marvel Rivals. So that's fun.
That's
I'll
'cause you're
just delete
back.
all the porn on your son's computer.
Yeah, do that.
Ooh.
Start there. Start there, and then you got
Awkward.
you got a shot. You got a
I'm
shot.
I'm gonna start looking now.
All right, so that's our favorites for the year. How about we talk about real quick, what are we most looking forward to in the in the coming year? I will throw out real quick. Obviously, the full release of Hades 2, like I said, the early access came out this year. I'm really looking forward to the full release of the game because so far it is great. But as far as movies go, I am a sucker for caper flick. I think we all have our favorites. Eric is the comic book mark. Alex obviously likes horror movies and family features for some reason, right? Joe likes stuff that nobody else likes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And then
Bill and Ted.
so I am a caper flick guy. I love caper flicks. Guy Ritchie, Steven Soderbergh is putting out a new one this year called Black Bag, which has Michael Fassbender, and Cate Blanchett in it. Very much looking forward to that. I don't even really know anything about it other than those three people are involved, but that's enough for me. So I'm definitely going to see that one in the theater. So very much looking forward to it. Bueller, what are you most looking forward to in 2025?
So on the comic book front, because that's just something we talk about the most. I think Thunderbolts is going to be an enjoyable movie. I'm looking forward to it. I think it's going to be better than a lot of people are giving it credit for. So I'm excited about that. I think it's going to be pretty grounded and just a good look at the action genre, the comic genre in general.
Yeah,
More
seems like
so
they're
than
trying to
Cap-
right the ship a little bit.
Hopefully, man. I'm walking in there with not high hopes, but not thinking it's going to be terrible like some of the stuff we've seen lately has been. I got more hope for Thunderbolts than I do Captain America, for example. And that's nothing against Anthony Mackie. I love Anthony Mackie. I just don't think Captain America is going to be great. And
What if he drinks a serum? If he drinks a serum,
cool. Prove me
yeah.
wrong. I'll be happy to be proven wrong. I want to see Anthony Mackie be successful in this genre, and I would love to see more of him. I love him in Twisted Metal, and if Captain America does great, then great. But I don't have a lot of hope for it. Thunderbolts, I do. I think Thunderbolts is going to be fun.
Yeah, it'll be fun.
I'm looking forward to Wonder Man because I know nothing about it. So because I know nothing about it, I'm excited for it. And then not on the comic book genre, 28 Years Later, loved the first two. I even thought 28 Weeks Later was still fun. Nowhere near as good as 28 Days Later, but still a good time. So 28 Years Later, I'm definitely, without question, looking forward to. And we just got into Landman at the end of 2024. So continuing into 2025, I just want to see how it wraps up. Billy Bob Thornton killing that show. If you haven't seen Landman, just watch it for him. His every single line that man spits is pure gold. Pure gold.
Mhm. Billy Bob Thornton is amazing. in
He is
everything.
amazing. He is. He is. All right, what do you got, Alex? What are you looking forward to?
So, yeah, I mean, obviously Hades too, but knowing games, there is a possibility it won't come out in 2025, you know? So it's
That's
just sort of,
true.
yeah, I'm kind of torn. I'm with kind of torn because, you know, I'm looking forward to 28 years later, like Joe, simply because the trifecta from 28 days later is back, you know, same director, same writer, and Cillian Murphy is back even after he won an Academy Award.
Right.
You know, so it's like obviously they got some sort of idea there that all three of them think is going to be good. And so, still, for me, the thing I'm most looking forward to in 2025 is actually coming in a couple of weeks, and that's season 2 of Severance, which
Mm,
I cannot wait. But it's like I can't forgive them for releasing one episode a week though.
yeah,
Like
that's
just
rough.
those sons of bitches on Apple. They just, dude. I mean, they've the whole like streaming format has kind of spoiled us now for content when it's good. You know, because it's all quantity over quality. So the vast majority of everything is garbage. But once in a while, there's something really good, and
Right.
you got to just watch it as soon as you can. And so when they go back to this archaic format from like, you know, the last century of like watching things every 7 days.
Right. I mean,
What
yeah,
the hell? Like the cavemen did.
the whole
No,
the
man.
whole reason they're doing that is to get you to have the subscription for more than 1 month. So why don't they just put it out like half of it at the end of 1 month and then half of it at the beginning of the next month or something like that? You know what I mean? Like just split it in two. The whole one thing a week, that it really sucks. It
It's
really
archaic,
sucks.
as he says. Yeah.
Yeah, it really is some caveman bullshit. So I'm
Yeah.
100% with you on that. And I'm looking forward to that show too. So I thought it was interesting. Maybe I didn't love it as much as you did, but
Mhm.
I thought it was pretty darn
Got to
cool.
watch TV like our grandparents did. That's bullshit.
No.
Right, right. Eric, what are you looking forward to?
So, like I said in the last one, all you sons of bitches forgot about Daredevil, so I'm gonna say
Hmm.
Daredevil.
Hmm.
I was
That's
no
the
bullshit thinking about stealing all of your guys' favorite shit for this episode since we already announced what it
just
was.
to be like, what?
It's like springing on us as the black bitch.
He's like,
Well, you know what I
Daredevil,
like?
Severance.
Fever
Like,
flicks.
like, I like, uh,
You son of a bitch.
that would have been some 4D chess, bro. No, yeah. Also, the Thunderbolts. Initially I was not looking forward to that, but after seeing the trailer, I do think the trailer was better than the Captain America Brave New World trailer. I think. Um, I think they both have the same issue, which is a super high powered person going against people that shouldn't be in the same stratosphere
Right.
with them. Like, you know, Falcon going against Red Hulk is ridiculous. Even Captain America with the serum going against Red Hulk would have been ridiculous. But Falcon going against Red Hulk is extra Megatron ridiculous,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And then Sentry, if they make Sentry and Thunderbolts go against this group of Thunderbolts, that would be just ridiculous because he'd be able to kill them all in like a half a second. Like he's Superman essentially.
I'm
And
hoping that's
so
not the case, dude. I'm really
I'm hoping that's not the case either because it's either that or they're going to have to they're going to have to ridiculously depower him, and a lot of people are kind of tired of that. They're kind of tired of, um, you know, Adam Warlock was depowered, Thor was depowered, Hulk was depowered. Now Sentry's depowered. It's kind of getting ridiculous. Um, but I could see it if Red Hulk makes an appearance in Thunderbolts. Now, Red Hulk versus Sentry.
Yeah.
I mean, Sentry wins, but Red Hulk versus Sentry with that team on the outside doing, helping Red Hulk. then that's a contest. You know what I'm saying? But just, whatever. Anyway, I'm just tired of depowering most specifically the male superheroes in the MCU because um uh Scarlet Witch is adequately powered. She's just like the comics.
Captain
So
Marvel.
is Captain Marvel, Photon, all these, but the dudes, they're like, no, depowered, depowered, depowered. It's kind of annoying. Anyway, looking forward to Daredevil.
All right, fair enough.
Looking forward to Daredevil because it's got the original cast in it, and that's
Right.
huge.
Right.
That's a
huge,
big
huge.
deal. That's a big deal. Yeah.
Right.
They were,
And
speaking
they
of,
weren't going to do that originally.
Yeah.
Right.
speaking of depowering, they were originally
Right. They were going to kill him probably.
kill him off and
Right.
replace him. So yeah, that's not cool. I'm glad that they're not going that
I
route.
wouldn't even
Yeah.
have watched it if I.
Yeah, I would. I don't think I would have either. That would have just been a heartbreaker.
You forgot about Flight Risk with the Mark Wahlberg coming out on January 25th.
Hey, it's directed by Mel Gibson. I'll watch
I
it.
think
And
he's
it's
going to
got-
wear bald cap in that one too.
I saw he's the bad guy. I didn't realize he was
Yeah.
the bad guy. And it's
Yeah.
got Topher Grace in it too. I'm still gonna watch it. I'm not gonna watch it in theaters. It'll probably
No,
make
I won't.
No.
$7 in theaters.
I'll watch that shit on streaming for sure.
That's a made for Prime movie, dude. I don't
Yeah.
know why.
Seems like
they
it'll
made-
be an entertaining enough premise, you know?
Yeah.
All right, then let's finish it off with least favorite or most disappointing. However you want to deal with that. I'll go first. It's a movie I know you guys haven't seen. It's called Conclave. It's got Ralph Fiennes,
that was with no, I didn't watch.
John Lithgow. Yeah,
Is that the Pope's one?
yeah. So it's a movie. Here's the thing, right? I mean, I'll watch anything with Ralph Fiennes in it. It doesn't matter what it is. And John Lithgow, like I'll watch anything with John Lithgow in it. And there's other Stanley Tucci is in it. I'll watch anything with Stanley Tucci in it. Like these guys are great actors. I just enjoy watching them on screen, right? They all did a fantastic job. Somehow they took the election of the Pope, like the conclave of the cardinals, where they come together and they elect a new Pope, and they created a movie that was suspenseful. You're like, and interesting. And there was these characters with these different agendas, and there was all this different stuff going on. It was super fascinating. And then I'm not going to spoil it because maybe I just didn't get it, right? Maybe I just didn't get it. But to me, the ending of it was the most just disappointing thing I've seen in a movie. And if anybody has seen this, they'll know what I'm talking about. It was like a two-stage ending where this thing happens and it's this, you're like, okay, that's cool, but then there's like, oh, by the way, the other shoe drops and there's this other thing, right? And you're like, oh, that's so stupid. Why would you do that in the last 2 minutes of this movie, which I have thoroughly enjoyed up until this minute? You're gonna do this uber dumb thing. You know what I'm saying? Don't you hate it
Yeah.
when they do that
Yeah.
kind of shit? Like,
Yeah.
you can think of a million different movies where they've done that. So I was real disappointed by that, even though I would still say I would want people to watch it and kind of check me on it and see if I'm wrong, because it was so well done, right? But that's why I found it so disappointing. Anyway,
was the Pope elected? Was he a vampire? Is that why?
that would have been an interesting
Just like
twist.
in real life.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like in real life.
No, Joe, he was not a vampire.
Damn it!
Uh,
The last 2 minutes of the movie, all of a sudden he
he just starts killing everybody. That would be
He
interesting.
like start burning from wearing all the crosses he's wearing.
Ah.
He's like, I'm a vampire.
I knew I shouldn't have done this one. All right, next, Bueller, go.
Madam Web was
Oof.
pure shit.
Oof.
Was just trash.
That was really bad.
It was so bad, dude. Like but it's not fair to say it was my biggest disappointment of the year because like I didn't expect anything going into it.
Right,
you
right.
know? I expected it to suck, and it did.
It was just the worst of the year.
Yeah,
Was
that
that-
was
It was just
Yeah.
the worst of the year.
that may have been the worst of the year. Yeah,
Well, I didn't see Craven.
I
Oh,
didn't
I
see
bet you
Borderlands.
Craven's better. I
You know,
bet you Craven's
I didn't
better.
see Borderlands. I bet Borderlands could have been the
And I
worst.
didn't see Borderlands, and I've-
looked pretty
And I've
terrible.
heard about people
But
walking like
I want to see Borderlands and I want to see Craven. I have no desire to see Madam Web.
Right.
I mean, that's fair. I've heard of people walking out of Borderlands after like sitting through it for an hour and being like, you know what, screw this, I'm done. I can't do it anymore. Like, a matter of fact, I just talked to somebody today, or no, last night at poker about it. It was like and he was like, I have low expectations of movies. I just want to go and have a good time, and I couldn't even have a good time watching Borderlands.
Hmm.
So I don't know, man. I'm gonna watch it eventually. Same with Craven, but yeah, Madam Web sucked. But my biggest disappointment, I think, and it's because I read the books.
We could watch
I read,
Borderlands tonight.
I read the books because
watch
my
Borderlands
girlfriend
tonight.
was like, "Oh, read this because the movie's coming out."
You want to watch
So I
Borderlands?
did, and I rushed through the first book to watch The Uglies before it came out on Netflix. Now, this movie
Ugh.
was in development hell. Apparently, it was optioned around the same time as The Hunger Games.
I've
The
not heard
book,
anything good about that movie.
the books predate The Hunger Games a little bit. This was one of the first like young youth adult dystopian type books. Then and it got optioned at the same time as The Hunger Games and just went through hell. And Joey King actually ended up acting in it, and her mom helped her produce it. Is that right? Or is Joey King the mom? I don't even know anymore.
No,
Anyway,
Joey King's one of the. I think she might be the ugly sister.
Mm.
okay, okay, so maybe she helped produce it then. I don't remember. Anyway, whatever it was, dude, like it sucked. But the book, I didn't really like the book either. So like watching the movie, I was like, yeah, this doesn't help at all.
Hmm.
And it was bad. And I don't look forward to any sequels from it. And I want it to disappear from my memory forever.
Fair enough. All right, now it's time for Alex to talk about the Acolyte.
Yes, but first, I will say that I tried to watch Madam Web.
I did too. I turned
And
it
I
off.
couldn't get more than 10 or 15 minutes in, I turned it off. So it probably is the worst thing, but I just can't vote for it because I didn't actually experience it to the full.
The fullness
Right,
of its
and
terribility.
Yeah, if it continued on the trajectory, it probably would have been one of the worst things I've ever seen. But yeah, for me, for my pick, as far as something I actually watched and partook in, it's definitely The Acolyte, simply because I mean, there's no real reason to rehash all the criticisms of The
Right.
Acolyte. I mean, it's just sort of like they had some good ideas in there, but man, did they just not execute any of them well at all.
Yeah, that was bad.
The power of many, and just, yeah, I mean, yeah, it was all terrible. Like, it was all terrible.
Yeah.
And, it's just so, disappointing how far Star Wars as an IP has fallen over the last several years. I'm still, there's still some hope, I got season 2 of Andor coming out in
Yeah,
2025.
I really liked Andor.
Andor was
That's a good
fantastic.
one to have looked forward to in the last round,
Yeah.
asshole.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
Way to
But
sneak
yeah.
that one in.
way to sneak that one in, cheater.
Is it for sure coming out in
Yeah.
2025?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So it should have been on someone's list.
Should have
dick.
been. Should have been.
But yeah, Acolyte sucked. There's not much else to say, honestly.
Yeah.
It hasn't
Yeah.
already been said by every YouTube channel. in
It
the
sucked
world.
so bad, but we had to mention it because it sucked so bad. All right, Eric, what do you got? Worst, most disappointing.
So for Acolyte, I have to say I did like the villain. I liked the villain. I liked him. Thought he was pretty good. But yeah, a lot of it sucked. And I did like Soul for like 3 or 4 episodes before he started to become like increasingly whinier and whinier and whinier.
Maybe an episode.
Yeah.
Maybe 2.
The thing that I couldn't, you know what? The thing I think I'm most disappointed in, I'm about 5 episodes into the new What If, and it
yeah.
sucks.
Really?
Oh, really?
It's just not good. They're
At
like
this point.
the premises
Damn.
are silly. Um,
I haven't watched any of it yet. I've been
I've
waiting to
heard, I
binge
haven't
it.
watched it either, but I've heard that it's like, how can we beat Captain Carter to death in this series?
which is funny because I'm 5 episodes in, haven't even seen her yet.
Really?
Yeah, and yet
Okay.
that's what everybody's saying. But the 5 episodes, I think one has been pretty good. One was okay, and then the other 3 were like, what was that?
Hmm.
You know? So
It'd be awesome if they had some like source material to draw from on that.
I know it's almost like there's not a wealth of things that they could have, but whatever. I think we're 5 episodes in, right? Something like that. Yeah, I think it's down to the last 3. But
So that's the most disappointing. You think so?
Yeah, I think it was the most disappointing, because I don't want to rehash the Acolyte thing again. So I would say that's probably the most disappointing. Again, with Madam Web, I don't even kind of want to watch it, and I watch
You watch a lot of garbage.
You watch some
a
real
lot
trash,
of
bro.
garbage. Like a lot of, if it's comic book stuff, I watch a lot of garbage.
Right.
Like for me to like turn off the CW, there were a couple of CW shows that I just stopped after a while, like Legends of Tomorrow. Um, that that speaks volume because I'm such a mark for comic book trash, even. So, Madam Web, don't even kind of want to watch it. I know you guys watched it just to see if it was that bad. I know it's that bad,
Yeah, I
you
should
know.
have. Yeah.
So, I would have to
I did
say,
see a rumor today that they are actually going to officially cast Sydney Sweeney as Black Cat, though. Uh, so hopefully she gets some redemption from Madam Web.
Huh.
It's a total like way out of left field rumor. I didn't even research it, but
I didn't even know
fingers,
they were planning a Black Cat movie.
fingers crossed.
maybe she'll just be in one of the, because here's the thing. You remember at the end of Spider-Man No Way Home, he doesn't tell, MJ and and Ned
Ned, yeah.
that he's Spider-Man and
Right.
everything, uh, even though they asked him to. And so it is conceivable that when they do the new movie, he will either start out with or be creating a new love interest. Now, does he get with MJ at the end? Maybe that'll be part of the plot,
Right.
but it wouldn't be weird for them to have something going on with, like a Black Cat character or
That'd
something
be
Yeah,
like
no,
that.
interesting. Sure.
I saw she was cast as Black Cat in Spider-Man 4, but like again, no research. It was just something I
Yeah,
saw.
because
pop up.
you could easily have her be Gwen Stacy, and then she could become, Ghost Spider or Spider Gwen or whatever they
Right.
call her. So either one,
Interesting.
and she could be the love interest, and then he gets with MJ or whatever they want to do. I at this point, um, that's the only thing that Sony's doing right is their collaboration with Spider-Man and MCU. So I kind of trust that aspect of it. The rest of it's not very good. Even even Venom 3 was just okay, you know.
Well,
It was
their
just, it
animated
was
Spider-Man stuff is on point.
Right.
Oh yeah, the yeah, Miles, obviously. The
Yeah.
Miles stuff is great. I mean, they do have the
Spider-Verse.
friendly neighborhood Spider-Man show coming out, and that they're just going out of their way to piss people off with that one. But I mean,
We'll see.
I knew that was
We'll see
I
what
knew that
happens.
was going to happen. It's just a lot of self-insertion. The creators,
Sure. But
the
the Miles
showrunners just
Morales,
self-inserting himself.
Spider-Verse stuff was super great. Since you spent a whole bunch of time talking about extra stuff, I'm going to talk about one extra thing real quick, just in case you haven't seen it. Secret Level on Prime Video.
Yeah,
Very cool series if you like video games.
yeah.
Definitely worth your time
Good
to check
call.
out. That's it for us. That's our New Year's episode. We'll catch you next week. See you later.